Welcome to Trading Lounge and the S&P 500 for the 2nd of April. And we've been looking at the move off the low here as wave A, and then an A and a B and a C wave here for wave B, and then wave C to move to the upside here. And we'll just call it in at 2800 here for the time being, even though the market would like probably to head higher, but we'll just take it step by step. We're looking for an impulse wave here of 5 waves. It's also possible that in this correction here that we've got wave 1 here and wave 2 here, and we're moving up even higher. But I don't want to get anybody too excited and on the wrong path. We just want to take it step by step. And as I may have mentioned before, you know, with the C wave here, if we look at this angle here and then this angle here, then that would make a reasonably nice A, B and C correction here, and a bit of equality in terms of time and distance and so on for wave C. If we were going to get a wave 3 come in, then we're going to see it become a little bit more powerful like that. C waves are normally a little bit lazier, so we'll just see how that eventuates from that point. In terms of trading this, then we want this number here, the 2,500, which is a medium level in relationship to the trading levels, then we want that as support. So let's drill in here. Oops, just one more little other point here to make here too, is that the stochastics is back down into this buy position here, so whatever that means, and the setup that we're looking for here now, we can see that we'll have a closer look at this. It does appear that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. There may be a 4 and 5 to come down a bit further, but look, in a nutshell, what we're looking for here is that we want the market's going to move up here at some point, either from this low here. I just don't think that's finished though, but it doesn't really matter. But we're looking for a move up that's going to react from that level there, and then we want to see the market push up, and then the market's going to work its way across that level, and that's going to be our signal here on this high or this high here, whatever you fancy. And that's how it's going to work, like that. You need the market to prove to you that it's strong. So this way of doing it is, you don't need to understand Elliott, and it's just nice and simple this way. That's what we'll be looking for. You could also get in earlier as well in these things. If that is wave 4 here, then you can move in a small position here and keep building in on this side. I'm just wondering if there's another sort of wave 4 here to bring us down into that space. That's what I'm concerned about. I'll just go back in and have a look at this. So in this move down here, it's clear that this is wave 1 here and wave 2 here. And you know, I think we're on the right track, because that's wave 1 here. There's 5 waves in this little structure, 1 and 2 here. And then 1, and let's go to the tick chart. Let's double check this again. I'm also going to have a look at a couple of other counts as well. So, okay, this is how I've done it. So wave 1 here is clear. Wave 2 is cool. Wave 5 waves for 1 and 2 here. 5 waves for 1 and 2 in here. Just get rid of that little thing. 1 and 2 here. Nice 5 wave structure in here for wave 3 here. And wave 4, and then down for wave 5 here. So my problem here, so I'm happy with all of that. What I'm not sort of happy about, I'm just wondering if I've got this as wave 4 over here, not green wave 4. Let me just, I hate forcing things. It just doesn't. And this is only like 3 waves down here so far as well. Yeah, look, all I can say at this point is that I just can't see how we've got that as 5 waves here unless... No, that doesn't work either. I was just thinking of putting this wave 5 here and the green wave 4 here, but that doesn't work because this wave 4 here of this degree is bigger than this one if I put that here. So, look, there's probably a bit more downside here for this, even though that looks kind of nice as impulsive here as 5 waves up. So it'll probably go higher. But look, if I was trading this, and this is what the video is about, it's all about me. So if I was doing it, I would have to wait for this to become the support. As simple as that. So like I said, I can't draw on this. I can't draw on this side of the price with it on a tick chart, but I can draw on this side, so I'll draw over here. We need the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then we need that pattern here, and then we go long here on this and add to the position here as well. In fact, what we do is that we've got 10 here, 20 and 30. The idea really is the ideal situation is to get a small position on the 2500, then another one on 10 using this pattern here, on the 10, on the 20, on the 30, and then you wait at that point. We don't need that. Then we look at the 50 here. So the 50 is going to have this pattern here as well. Not all of these levels here will have this pattern here. They'll be slightly different, but the 30 should, and the 50 should, and they're points where you can add again. And adding on top of the 30 is really critical because when I get a tested support on top of the 30, then I know that the market is leaving the closest largest number here, and we'll be looking at the 50 here. So that's what we're looking at, and then support on the 50 takes us up into group 2 here. So these are just the Fibonacci numbers between 500 and 600 here of 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8 here, and then I've chucked in some other ones here, the 65 and 72, which I won't go into, but that's group 2. So it's kind of good breaking using the levels because it also just breaks down problems as well. You know, all of that space between 100 here, then we've broken it down into group 1, the midpoint, and group 2 here. It's helpful to break problems down into grid-like patterns like this. So look, first of all, I'm unsure about how this is finishing off here. It just doesn't seem quite right. I'll have to ponder it a little bit, but main point takeaway here is that we want that level here to become the support to trade long on at that point. So coming back to the 4-hour chart here just for a moment, there's other ways to count all of this here, and we need to be mindful of that. So I'm just going to go to the 2-hour chart and have a look at some situations here. The first one, which is on our website, is charts, because we put charts out for this. So we've got 5 waves down here. That could be the A wave here, and we get a B wave in here to the 61.8%, and then we get another 5 waves down through to here. So that, and then we move up from that point. Now, the other one in here, if, you know, I'm calling this a wave 5 in here, down here. I'm calling it a wave 5, but there's folks that are calling it wave 3, and I can see that too. I can see what they're doing there, and then they would look at this as wave 4 here, and that's fine as well. And in that case, that would make that here the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here for a wave 4 here. And in that case, it would make this as wave 1 here, and wave 2 here, and then wave 3 coming down. So that's also on the cards as well here. So there's a fair bit to sort of consider here. So when we go long through here, just be mindful that we need to get from that high to that low, wherever that may be, we need to get past that 61.8% mark, which will bring us in around the group 2 area 2572, and so that's the center of subgroup 2, 65, 72 and 80 in that space there. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and we need to get our trades in at least break even to that point by there with our stop. Yeah, so in both of these cases here, it still ends up here as a B wave or wave 2 at this point. So we'll be mindful of that. So I'm not forgetting about that situation. But yeah. Alrighty, I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Thanks.
Report unless it's done.
Really?
Just holding up some plates.